what a year he's had. What an opportunity he has here to continue to prove himself as that big game player. Was one of the people who brought them across the line. Now Agent Select up here. NRG goes back to their same call.
I was almost hoping that we would see Fnatic maybe go back to the chamber vibes instead of the stage wise. Yeah, but you got to think about like who you're playing against, right? Brock, he loves the Odin. Sage walls are notoriously bad against the Odin, right? And I think that's another reason why Fnatic struggled so hard on their attacking side, along with those knives that were being thrown to delay even being able to use it at all in the first place.
I think NRG have got a great understanding of how Fnatic play. It's just coming down to the execution of it, right? And I think here, NRG should be set up for an amazing defense half. They know what Fnatic do, they've got the strats to counter it, and they've got the player quality. The question is whether they can keep the mental intact. Yeah. So if you see a close or even a bad half for NRG, start getting worried about a big comeback.
Dre, you know it, but defense, Jet, Ascent, that is like the dream scenario, I think, for any duelist player. I think Mata has such an opportunity to start strong and bring his team back into this series.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be off the back of that operator play. I know the last time they played on this map, he was kind of shaky with it. He was whiffing a lot of easy shots. Think of the Alphier 1v1 on Catwalk. But I think the form that he's been in here today, I think he's going to start hitting a lot of those shots. And I don't know, maybe he can set NRG in good hopes.
Hey, but you know what, though? If you are a Fnatic fan, you just watched them pull off magic in the server. The question on our minds is, can Lightning strike twice? Can we force that map 5, or does NRG shut the door of destiny here and now? Let's send it back over to your casters. Here's Pansy and Hypoc yet again.
We are already in uncharted territory, but for me, a big factor here is what's remaining of this veto, Lauren. A map that Fnatic should not have lost.
Yes.
And then a question mark for NRG. Truly on the brink of the unknown.
And I think that's a lovely way to look at this overall, but I have to say what Baby Bay was saying.
Honestly,
staring at our screens, man.
I wanted to jump up there and hug Baby Bay because it's something that was so obvious last time, and it was such a basic mistake that Fnatic made time and time again. Finding Mada on the opening, sitting, waiting, not having any value from Alpha in the late round because of Brock, the Odin effectively countering its use over and over again.
Same team, it doesn't look like it would kayak off to a banging start like that. Willing to take a fight, but so are NRG. Maybe looking to try and pick up where they were left off, get that confidence back in with them. Scuba, checked on now. It's a very unique wall.
Yeah, it will solidify, so maximizing value.
Oh no, whoa, there's a man behind them, super fast here. I don't know if they know about Marder, but this weird wall actually, brilliant spot there, but Ethan's still being nuisance on the back of the side. Marder, Brawl, back to back, it's looking like what we've seen before. But Kron and Kayak both have sheriffs. Hold on, Brawl, gonna find Kron. Kayak was the one who upswung, was the one who made all the difference, but not now, not in this round.
Another 3K from Brock in a pistol.
And another flank from Marder.
Yeah, another flank from Marder, but Brock doing so much work to swing the pendulum. I mean, NRG's pistols, they have struggled massively with. It's been the weakest part of their game from a statistic standpoint. But Brock today worth his weight in gold.
Just a little mental reminder as well. The fact we even get Ethan on that KO too. Some of those flashes he's sending in.
Iconic.
Yeah, love to see it. So again, a couple of those key aspects that made that, well, the abyss we witnessed look like it was the end of Fnatic. We've just seen them so clearly at the start, and in round 2, he's back on it, man.
But again, this is the biggest focal point for me in terms of Fnatic's approach here. Like I said, they should have won Ascent. Can they find the answers now? The short turnaround, yes, but a turnaround nonetheless.
A bit of a look towards middle. So just maybe getting the lay of the land with utility 2, deeper wall, which means you can kind of negate one of them. A little bit of a stall coming out. However, Brock is going to be still and constantly a problem. This Odin is hard to push out position, especially at the timing that we know Fnatic like to go to. But it's about the minute mark. The flash looked a little shallow, but might have made it. But Scuba, all too aware. Gonna find Kayak and follow up cleanly towards Boaster. Potentially even a third now. No. Crash, she's the one to stop that. Now they can at least get the spike down.
Big upgrade for him as well, still 100 HP. Som here on the flank with the judge. Got to be careful, but Marder's here to apply some support.
Yeah, but nice work from Kron, but he couldn't back away any further. Costing them a couple of seconds, but these last two players should be cleared. It's Crashies with the Bulldog destroying my eye as Alpha just gets deleted by a bounding Som, which you've got to remember as well. Som was one of those key players in the initial time they met on this.
Yeah.
That judge, a real threat.
NRG leaned heavily on him in terms of controlling the A site early on when NRG were establishing themselves in terms of the economy, in terms of control overall. Back-to-back defusers here. But this is the round now. Eyes back on Fnatic in terms of how they approach Ascent as a whole. Can they right their wrongs? Even actually, very comfortable bonus here for NRG. Almost an extra player allowing funds to be sent Brock's way.
Yes.
Outside of this, so obviously Marder carrying across, Som carrying across, and Ethan only on a Bulldog.
This does look a little bit more active than we saw Fnatic last time, right? NRG were given complete free reign before. When we looked at them on this map, and maybe some of the earlier maps today, there's a lot of freedom for them. Dictating pace and everything else.
Yeah, on the side of NRG, actually, it's just keeping Marder in check, really. Like I said last time, he was getting absolutely bodied in terms of the opening engagements, but NRG were recovering rounds time after time. But Marder's had a phenomenal series so far.
Night and day, mate. Night and day. Something that's also relatively consistent is that Som near a smoke with a judge. If we know it, Fnatic better know it.
One suppressed.
Som, hard to handle, even if you do know about the positioning.
Slight adjustment to the way he's playing, actually, this time.
Much more attentive towards A main. Oh, there it is. Crashies on the receiving end so early. That's huge. It delays the split through, and it gives away those pressure as well, coming through towards Tree.
Paranoia didn't hit as well.
Som's still a main.
Yeah.
This could be just simple death. A blender on the way. Finally bested, but Scuba still alive. Still standing his ground. Ethan there with him. It's looking good for NRG. Just Kron in a 1v3, and the time's not really there. NRG, lovely little adjustments.
Bonus converted as well. We'll get 2 upgrades out of this. Like I said, previously Som isolated towards the door, now creating further problems with an adjustment of this smoke in main. There's only Crashies to approach here, and wants to maximize the value from the drone, so he's using it right on the choke point. You don't necessarily want an extra body inside that smoke, but another reality check for Fnatic in terms of these early protocols. When I say early, I don't mean in terms of the clock, but in regards to getting closer to the site, that checklist.
Again, I still think this is one of the maps that I love Ethan's calling on. Have to say it, he knows exactly how he wants to implement his team.
It suits his style as well.
Yep, hands down. So, check on short, Som, by the grace of timing, not too fussed about the clone.
It's kind of close enough to even hear that, actually, potentially. I don't think he was. He doesn't look a bit, I mean, he's waiting for it to expire, but...
It looks like the test on Marder potentially in middle. A bit of a look towards short, but Marder just playing behind the... Oh! Both POVs, please.
Talked about previously him being removed on these early op angles. Ethan now answers back. Chronicle will fall.
And it's a great answer, but Crashes is still firing. Still getting some bodies here. And the position can be given away, and Ethan now paranoid. He can't live! Fnatic, out of nothing, making something. The slip through from Alpha here is fantastic. Does he get cleared diligently? That's a barrel! Making a body! Leaving just some alive, not gonna happen. Fnatic showing they have worked. Showing they know it. Showing some smiles.
Another thrifty conversion here. Not sure of the count on this series so far, but Crashies making them pay.
Oof.
And that early stretch of this series, it was only a couple of rounds outside of Thrifties that Fnatic were able to string together.
little MasterCard thrifty, but look, we had those in the past. We want stability with Fnatic. We want to see that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I don't want to have to see another comeback like that. I'd rather see a competitive round-by-round game, but that fate is also in NRG's hands. You didn't like any of that. Rather this not go the distance. Give us one of those early map scorelines. Move on from Abyss. Rock back with the Odin. Son playing near smoke with the Judge. Marder with the Operator. Similar scenes, but the outcome...
Son, man. He's just such a nuisance. It's something that I think NRG, you have to credit them for today, is doubling down on some of these tendencies that caught Fnatic off guard and going even further down the rabbit hole.
And also playing to their own identity. Whether you love it or hate it, you will respect it at this point. They've made every team bow to them at this point, with this style, the way they approach the game, the way they see the game. It's impressive. 40 seconds, it's time for a commitment, but Ethan threading the needle pretty well until then, flashed up, forced away. Fnatic finally, oh God! Reading that repeat, reading! Oh, NRG manhandled them last time.
And have an operator here, and looks as if they might just commit towards holding on to it. Maybe look for an exit. Did actually swap out here to try and pass across the Odin. Marder, unfortunately, not able to have a say here. Alpha on the hunt. Ooh. Nearly gets a haircut. Great isolation. It's actually Alpha that finds a kill. I thought Boaster was going to find it on the back of the spam, but Kayak setting things in motion. Fnatic on the hunt here.
To remove only one of these tools.
Well, Marder's not on the angle. He just switches.
How far do they go on this one? Again, you don't want to lose too much, but they fancy a crack at it. And yeah, Summon Marder not letting these slip at all. These are going to be kept. Okay, hold on. Marder! Yeah, that was pretty sick. All right, he gets to keep his.
We'll force out a few repurchases here. On the side of Fnatic.
Again, catching these refights is what I'm impressed by. Because it felt like Fnatic were caught off guard on those kind of recheck timings, those re-engages.
You and I kept talking after the series, actually, of how happy Fnatic continued to be in coin-flipping scenarios. And the reason I say they shouldn't have lost Ascent was because they lost so many coin flips, where they were happy to just slowly drift into a weird engagement late round where they're actually in a 5v4. They don't have to sit and wait. They can take the initiative, find a numbers advantage on a site, and play off the fundamentals. They did not want to do that. So if they can, I don't want to say come out victorious in those sort of scenarios again, but continue to gamble and win out, actually, it's going to be NRG that are going to have to adjust. They're going to have to be the ones to adapt to Fnatic actually doubling down on that themselves.
The adjustment is now. Just check it. Letting this one run away. Keep that mental in check. Obviously, Abyss, as much as you can imagine they'd like to move on, put a pin in it, ignore it, that'll still be there in the back of their minds. Young players on this stage. We've been impressed by how, they've hit the ground running, how comfortable they've looked across the board. But there is still that keep everything on the right page here. Good couple of ults to play with too. On the other side, Finance is starting to look pretty solid.
So after Kayak's investment here, I mean, boasted 2 off the TP, but everything else available for Fnatic. Still an operator and an Odin on the other side, though. Scuba. Lucky to get away with his life. And actually, Chronicle had a ton of issues last time, but Som on the other side.
No trade to be had, but the res played in so well. And now Ethan, do you swing on this? Yeah, they're ready for you now. Fnatic have figured it out. Nice, Hunter's Fury. It's gonna at least keep Alpha tamed. You are in a 4v3.
So I was just saying, Chronicle was tested time and time again.
As much as Marder didn't have maybe the most highlight of games, he was controlling B main very well against Front.
Yeah. But it's good to see at least a plan in place to even use the res this time around. Alpha, last time, unable to find much value, if anything.
do go for a late round here.
Chronicle's got his ult here as well.
Marder is an issue. What do they have to force him off the line? Actually, still a decent amount of kit.
I think Boaster's going to be able to sell
30
something
seconds
here,
left.
at least on the back of audio. But Marder needs this first.
Yeah, Marder's going to walk about to middle pretty well timed. Excuse me, not Marder, it's Scuba.
Yeah.
And the timing.
The operator going to be removed from his hands.
Yeah.
If Boaster gets his TP now,
Yeah,
he can regroup.
all coming together.
Oh, Scuba cancelled it!
Scuba, hold on, they're still holding on to this. And now, do you really want that fight on CT? Are you really up for that? The plant was so late, but it's fine. Just about in time.
Planted.
Need a connection here, at least one. Not going to find it.
3v3. Chronicle is feeling like he wants to be brave about this, but it's such a solo endeavor.
Yeah.
There's no backup plan to that, just on your own, going for it. So now Crashies and Kayak. We're just sending it now.
Oh, but they're both going to be removed there,
Crashies! That's so sick! But still, it's on the pistols here, right? Marder trying to get involved now, trying to hunt them down in time. But they are going ring of Rosie! Fnatic! Just elevating time and time again.
Crashies with another insane performance in this round.
Yeah.
Again, the timing from Scuba, perfect. This kill, actually Scuba's ult still goes off, but it's Crashies' kill here. Then it's Marder left with an operator in a 1v2.
And he's trying to chase him down.
Yeah.
He knows what he has to do, but
What can you do in that scenario?
hands off the wheel. Okay. Bunny's broken.
Cutting through.
Pendulum feels like it's swinging here. That momentum that sat so firmly with NRG really doesn't feel quite so secure.
Test up towards middle. Something's going to be really bodies on the other side. It's better NRG. Kayak, good for the burst, but Marder going to trade things out. Chronicle now.
There could
Swings
be
back,
still
grabber, he's
more.
pinged off.
Yeah, but look at Alpha flying up above. That's what, Alpha! He's up and over the top, finding so many. And now, do they know about Brook? I feel like they, yeah, they certainly
Definitely
do
do
now. Alpha is waiting.
Back to guard his wall.
Yeah. Good luck, Brook. This ain't easy. It certainly isn't happening. Pendulum swing, Mike. This does feel like that momentum is starting to land for Fnatic.
And I believe, 8-4 in the first half, last time these teams met. So Fnatic already now with a chance to make a notable improvement. You can see the moment the comms just finally catch up.
We are in your head, brother. You're doing the same shit, brother.
Close to swore.
It's not often you'll catch him off guard like that, but
Hey man, he's had to work like a dog to turn this one around. You saw it on his face in some of those earlier maps, man.
like I said, he was teary-eyed.
Yep.
So was Chronicle.
Yep.
Crashies look pissed off.
And then you had Kayak, the young gun, bringing them back to life. But buy back in play for NRG. This was those deeper lines we were talking about with Marder that we liked him. Getting aggressive on those extremities, playing out that B site. Early force away here. But also, don't forget about the shock darts that were coming in, keeping them very honest on the Fnatic side. Also, not present.
Kayak's ult available now on the back of this orb.
Oh, no!
A chance to remove one of the Fnatic players. I'm not even sure actually who he noted. Was it Kayak and Crashies? At least
Not
now,
sure.
Kayak will potentially be able to invest his ultimate once more. Paranoia sent forwards, but Fnatic trying to create some sort of chaos, some sort of confusion here. NRG initially biting on it, but Kayak's found Brook.
Kayak is a godsend for Fnatic. The answer to their woes as Scuba follows to his grave, leaving some at the back of the site, maybe an unknown quantity. Oh, Ethan, we've been giving you compliments on these flashes specifically. Som's still trying. There's a lot of damage. But where's Marder now?
Does have the Blade Storm, but again, in a clutch situation, and it's an operator in hand for him. Hasn't been able to have as much impact as opening couple of maps of this series. Crashies nearly caught there ahead of the smoke expiring, but Marder will run for the hills.
Yep.
Try and hold on to this. Seeing Alpha trying to employ this wall a little more creatively to secure certain situations. Like I said, I just wasn't seeing the value of the Sage last time from the res or the wall.
It felt like we never saw the res, right? It just felt like one of those things where
It was like Alpha was going forwards in the rounds solo
Yep.
that he had res. And then others, I mean, particularly on the defensive side for Fnatic, it was an over-reliance on the wall kind of.
Yeah.
And like I said, it gets stripped away so quickly when you've got an Odin player on the other side.
And I do want to say as well, something that actually it was Doma saying before the game started, they'd rather face a team they've lost to than one they'd won against before.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Now,
I'm not
you
sure.
sure you feel that way to this point, but when it comes to this map, that feels very poignant.
Yeah, I absolutely love that sort of mindset, but with these opening maps of this series, that's a bold statement. But like I said, we come to what's left in this veto.
Shadows traveling.
Things certainly tracking very well for Fnatic.
Close for Operator is out. I always doubt it, and then he does something really
Well, yeah.
But I guess we do need to start asking the question of, okay, then depth of NRG, right? Like that, it's still early, don't get me wrong, don't worry NRG.
Sure,
fans.
because a lot of NRG's success has been built upon knowing what Fnatic are doing.
Yep.
If Fnatic are actually able to defy expectations, like I said, the emphasis shifts back towards NRG to be the ones to adapt, come up with something new, take the initiative themselves.
Nasty approach, where do you want to go? You've got the Judge over towards short. Pull up, go CT. That's the spike, but Marder getting bullied off the line. Econ again keeping him honest in this matter, but it's Alpha and Kayak. Two of the headhunters here delivering. As Som now surrounded, Paranoia lands, can he get away with his life? But now, yes, and he finds a new doorway. It's been the death of Fnatic before. It can't be this time, and it isn't. Great trade on this. Now, Plant coming in, could consider a res if he fancies it.
Yeah, the issue last time, Marder barely alive after opening engagements. Now, seemingly always alive with this operator in scenarios that...
And the Odin ain't cheap, man.
Yeah, NRG just can't play back into.
Maybe I'm just inherently negative, Michael. Maybe I've seen it too. Never. But maybe we've seen it too many times where there's that chance of things turning around, but it simply doesn't happen because that's the way it goes.
By the way, I was talking about exclusive clubs that Fnatic's a member of. We have never seen a successful 11-1 comeback in VCT history. They have claimed another accolade today. So you have to become a believer in something that is so out of the realms of logic, but it keeps happening.
Certainly made everyone in the crowd a believer today. But the young man on the screen, Kayak, we said it last time, filling big shoes in this roster. And he has been firing.
And just in total unison here with Alpha. Again, being way more confident. But again, look how hard they're having to work for these kills.
Yes.
They're finding one behind A and B.
NRG have actually just run through most of their opponents to this point, right? Like, they are damn good. They are gunners. They've got a great consideration to the game. Focus on what's in front of us for now. And it looks pacey towards middle, but Scuba actually posted on this angle with Ethan. A little bit more of an adjustment this time. Double stacked up on short too. They want to try and crunch mid maybe. I'm waiting to see what this looks like.
Yeah, look at Som and Mada. Operator will be noted, but Som, not yet.
Still here. And Alpha died to it before, and he does again. Som's going to find his man. Kayak now going to be pinched from 3 different angles. You can't win all these fights, surely. Paranoia gets sent across 1 HP. Oh! He's on 1 HP! How are you doing that? And he still survives the shot dart. Kron slipped the net as well. He's ahead of expectations. Dips towards sight. Spike is a little unsure. Where do they take this now? NRG are looking threatening.
Ethan tagged up as well, but certainly.
Retrieving
Kayak the walking wounded in this regard, but he's got ahead of this. Boaster, he's got an operator.
Oh my god, but
He's
the
checked.
angle, this is ridiculous. Ethan just trying to stall him out 30 seconds. Still on hand, flash, paranoia on the other side. Does Ethan back away from this? I think he might stick around, expecting Kron, but it doesn't mean you can find him. And now into a 3v3 is getting weird. Kayak still on one. Boaster on an operator and Crashies trying to hightail it out of here.
So
But
little
Marder
time.
is on short. Kayak, 1 HP, doing everything they can, but 9 seconds. And now Marder breaking him in two!
There you are, little shit.
Just not enough time for Fnatic to scramble back towards the A site.
10 seconds left.
NRG able to keep their head just above water. Keep it within 2 and a bailout in terms of the finances as well.
Yep.
There you are.
Odin and an operator once more. Alpha. Still got the res. Kayak close to another ultimate. Crashies one away himself. By the way, again, this has just always been the ace up the sleeve is where Fnatic get a good read and Chronicle can find something outside B.
All right, Scuba getting played in this time though. On the corner, gonna find one. Traded out for Brock.
Well, they have to try and police this because of the res. They have to. Look at where the kills happened.
Oh, that's very true.
You can't spam onto this anymore.
Absolutely right, but here comes Alpha. Investing all just in case. They still got a man ahead. They didn't think Kron was still gonna be
They
that far
know
into
that
it.
Brock's going to try and punish this.
So well read. Ooh. Incredibly close shot from Marder, but he doesn't find the connection he needs, but goes ahead, goes hunting. There are 3 players around this corner.
They've still got a drone to clear him out.
Do they see it? They do, but Alpha pulls the trigger before they even see him, reading the play well. Splitting towards A. Som this time, no judge in hand. Vandal instead.
I think Fnatic is in the way they're shifting away from Cat.
Like
Almost
with the smoke.
expecting him to have a judge.
Deserves the respect, man. Scary player. You can see it. NRG don't have the read anymore. They're still going to try and split this up a touch. Keep Ethan away towards B.
Maybe a clean plant to come through here.
Tom's in the smoke. He's back in the smoke.
Yeah.
No play this time, though.
Still have a paranoia, but I don't think there's really any reason to play into this. I mean, they're not going to give any more ults. Kayak, Chronicle, and Crashies have theirs regardless.
Retrieving flash.
Can't really break anybody's money either here.
Still looking. Okay, that's nice.
They'll try nonetheless, yeah.
It's the next few that I don't want to say impossible, just incredibly hard, yeah. Man, if these guys... Look, he's
There
already
you go.
doing it! He's already doing it! I feel like I'll jinx it if I say anything. But Ethan right now just trying to keep hold of the operator. He's not going to have a chance. 7 rounds to Fnatic. NRG held at 4.
A chance to completely flip the script and find themselves an A4 on the attacking half of Ascent.
If you told me this at the start of the day, at the start of the first map, second map, even third, I'd have thought you were a madman. Truly.
I thought we were at home by 5. That's how this looks. This is how that looked.
Hello, hello, sit down, sit down.
Som back on a judge now. No operator in play, but Brock still with an Odin. Scuba's the one that's suffering, feeling the pinch in round 12.
And it feels selfless to have to kind of almost invest into that, right? To invest into the Odin constantly. How many people, how many challenges will Chronicle get? 3 put to dealing with just him. He's reading this nicely.
Yeah.
He's playing it very well, feeling a lot of pressure, seeing a lot of presence though.
The role reversal, look how hard NRG have to work to try and take something away from Fnatic.
So
And it amounts to nothing. I mean, look at the HP, but Marder comes away from that, looking worse for wears.
And then it almost feels obvious they're going to try and, funnel in towards A. So you look at what Ethan and maybe Som can do, but they've gambled on towards short, they've gambled on towards tree. Wind's clear, Kayak not going to be hindered on the way towards site either, so all good here. Checks towards hell, it looks good. Wait for the pop flash, wait for the pressure. Is there going to be a swing? No, NRG humbled down here.
Yeah. Raptors Fury going to get invested as well.
Oh, that's a good
all
connection.
the way from the back lines.
Look at this
Som
angle.
eating that.
You better be ready for Alpha up here.
Chronicle's going to be very late in A main, but he's got his ultimate.
Not going to come in. It looks like he's going to counter it as well, yeah, but the paranoia posted. Kayak going to find one, but a great trade out. NRG going to still carry on forward. Timing is a factor, but do they count on Alpha? Defuse begins. Anyone there to stop it? Fnatic digging in their heels. Kron and Crashy's still alive. And oh my god, Crashy's. Chronicle drawing their attention, but it could be Crashy's being their downfall. Another shotgun takes away Ethan. He dives in. Som back in his smart though. It's Fnatic all day. 8-4 by NRG, stunned, dazed, and held on merely 4 rounds.
Last player.
And for Fnatic, this has to feel incredible here. Again, up on 8. A total swing of momentum. It's got to mean the world to them. Again, very few players have had that chance to even stand on this stage, let alone doing this in a grand finals. Of course, before we get to that next half, we will be handing over to the delightful Lou, who's chilling out with DRX's Hyunmin.
Et TRX Hyunmin est venu voir cette grande finale à Paris. Faites du bruit pour lui. Mesdames, messieurs, the Waylay expert, the wingman hat. Enjoy. It's a pleasure to have you here. Hyunmin, thank you for coming. First of all, the question I want to ask you is, did you see that Fnatic comeback? You've been able to experience that on Heaven earlier in the competition. So how do you feel the NRG players felt? Like, yeah, what are the feelings?
So yeah, all 5 players on Fnatic are very experienced. I think they just have very good resilience, and their mental is very strong.
Yeah, they probably have one of the best mentals in the world. Donc c'est quoi le secret pour tous les comebacks de Fnatic? Tu l'as expérimenté sur Haven un peu plus tôt dans la compétition. Ils ont un mental d'acier, les 5, une résilience à toute épreuve, et ça se voit. And you are the Waylay expert, right? We've seen Mada playing it on Corrode. We've seen Kaya playing it also on Abyss. So who are you passing the torch to on this match?
They're very good, like Waylay players, but I'll have to say Kayak for the comeback on Abyss.
Right. Du coup, est-ce que tu choisis la Waylay, pardon, de Mada sur Corrode, ou plutôt celle de Kayak sur Abyss? Va Kayak sur Abyss, il a réussi un comeback. Donc forcément, je lui donne ça. And last but not least, what's your favorite French dessert? Hyunmin, c'est la
Crème brûlée.
La crème brûlée for Hyunmin. Thank you so much for joining me. Kamsahamnida. Fnatic seem to be back. Let's see if they can take map 4.
I mean, it's a great shout.
I mean,
Come on now.
a man of my own heart.
Right, focusing back on the game though. We have to do it. Coinbase Econ report, and I actually don't know which way this goes down.
Well,
because
yeah.
it's been so dominant in those early games. It's like, oh, of course it's going to be Marder or it's going to be Brock. Now, I actually don't know who's is going to kind of lead the way this time.
See a slight shift in what was previously fairly bullish in terms of the return on investment.
Kayak.
Here is Kayak to be the focal point here. I think it speaks volumes that he's been the one to be top of the charts here. Like I said, the first half of Abyss, 1 kill. And within 3 or 4 rounds, he's right at the top. And that was what got this team back online. And he's carrying that across now to 15. An 8-4 half to start off Ascent.
Sitting on 15-8. He's having an absolute performance. He is Alpha. Going to be played in here. Paranoia doesn't even need it on the first. Alpha! Did you forget about him too? Did you think he was only one? Fnatic is made up of stars here, but NRG digging their heels into. They're not out of it yet. They need to fight back from this though. Som gonna fall. Fnatic holding their numbers here. And the door somewhat shuts on this round, it feels like. Scuba's having to find something that, oh my god, what a shot.
Not ready yet.
Not going to catch though. Boaster now picking up the Sheriff that Som was able to get his hands on earlier. Raw caught on the cross here. Scuba also down to 45 HP, just one more shot, and they both have Sheriffs.
Chronicle and Boaster locked and loaded on this, but NRG desperate for this round. They'd give anything for it. Brock's been the star of this squad. Scuba the same, the backbone. Guard still here.
Revealing it. Huddled in to the same corner.
Could be an issue. The spike, who's going to bite? Who's going to answer the call here? But it's going to be Chronicle, shot in the dark, and it lands. Just Scuba now, a 1v2. This could be 9 for Fnatic from the very word go. And Chronicle ain't going to stop. Full faith in Boaster, leading his team in more way than one.
The culture shock strikes again. 9 on the board for Fnatic. Total faith from Chronicle. Alpha opening things up at a point of the map that was a real weakness for Fnatic. Well, the dance on point.
It was
lyrics not so much.
I don't think that's how it goes.
I need a Kakuka check.
They are. We'll see, but pacey beginnings over here, 9 rounds. NRG, this is all starting to look one-sided. It's going to be 10 as quick as you like it. And Brock's trying, Ethan's trying. The Chronicle's got more. And Fnatic are up to 10 rounds.
Now you're in trouble. When Boaster's back on his feet. Aura farming on the stage.
A whole different way of doing it.
That's the crab walk. I'm the crab walk. I'm the crab walk. What are you going to do, brother?
What are you going to do when you've got to face off against that?
It's mad, isn't it?
In one of the most high-pressure scenarios you can be in.
It's madness. We're all mad down here, Michael.
Yes.
Jesus, take the wheel. We're going back in. Double digits for Fnatic. The pace is there. NRG need to find their footing. They need to stop the bleed. They've lost control of this game, and I understand why. But Som, great start. Punishing Kayak on aggression. Now, this is a bonus, so Fnatic are going to try and be a bit cheekier.
Yeah,
take some gambles, take some risks, but control it. Find your footing again.
Say, if Alpha finds a kill there, but lucky to get away with his life, but Chronicle able to take up the reins.
That's scary, though.
Plug that gap, yeah, absolutely. Able to potentially have a say in this rotation. This is the first real instance of NRG being the ones to rely on this dead space.
Oh, is Alpha? Oh, he's going to hear this. He's hearing it. He's hearing it. Deep out drone. Higher! By Som.
You got 2!
What is that, Alpha? Oh, Quan is being slippery as well. He's still controlling middle, but he's in no man's land. Spotted. Got back out, but he falls. Brought quick enough. Still got to find the final 2. 30 seconds. Where do you go?
Crashies.
Oh, God.
Boaster also going to be in a position to capitalize off this,
Still
but
has
everyone here.
The only one, but they turn from him. He takes down one. They still make this possible. Crashes with a chance at this. He's here so early. Does he get a glimpse under the door? He does! He can't quite catch him, though. Brock's still alive. That's a problem. The door, vulnerable. Oh, he dropped him! 1v1. Ethan against Crashies. Dart back in! Ethan! Solid, safe, and necessary. They almost lost that.
They very nearly lost another bonus. I mean,
Wait, what's going on here?
As good as lost a bonus.
Yeah.
The Kayak's so close to getting that kill, by the way.
Yeah. Oof. You want almost no one else in that scenario as well. You want Ethan there. You want that backbone, the calm element, hopefully. And it's also the first big question I'm going to ask going on to maybe a deeper run into this or potentially that next map. Ethan's in-game leading. We've been highly complimentary. Now we see a different team against him on a different level. How does he deal with it? Right back in, though, for NRG. Fnatic with their purchase. It's a little bit weaker in areas, though. Outlaw there for Kayak. A couple light shields on the other side. It's only Brock who could suffer the damage.
Well, I think it's actually a really good read, considering 4 fell in the previous, that Kayak's going to find himself a budget op.
Pretty much.
And Alpha's going hunting again. They know they've got NRG up against the ropes.
Aaron Noah goes in, doesn't find a thing. High flash, fine, take the site. We're waiting. Flank from
Look how early Alpha is here.
Again, he is going to find Scuba. Oh, dearie me, they're being herded, Michael.
One kill, Kron's got ult here. Could really turn the tides now that they don't have control of A main. They're all huddled into sight.
Looking for Crashies to get his dart back up, though. How far off is that? A bit of a spam from Kayak. Smoke going to go in, and Som playing in it. To be almost expected at this point,
Kron's got his ult now.
Wait, how did Marta fall in this? Som going to do well in the smoke, but the ult going to come in. Ethan stands up, tries to take a stand, but brought to his knees. Rez back in. Five still alive, and Braun's not going to be able to do it this time. Fnatic have learned their lessons. They're a whole new beast.
Textbook from Fnatic. Over and over again. All of the things, the simple, basic, fundamental issues they had previously on this map, addressed on the fly. And the stars starting to align.
Hey, I want you. Look at me.
Like I said before, Crashy's happy to stand up and take his place. This breaks the money of NRG. They have a no command. Scuba, one away from his. Brock, two away from Hunter's Fury, but Fnatic sitting pretty right now.
So look, we put the lens pretty heavily towards Fnatic in those early games, not coming with an answer, not looking like they had the right ideas. I put that back to NRG now. What's the answer? What's the solution here? We look towards the coaching staff who've done very well, but now they've been countered.
Well, they've done very
Where's
well in
that
terms
step?
of preparation. Yeah, let's talk about dealing with Fnatic in the server, on the stage.
Oh, it's
And there's a
different
short
thing.
list of teams that have been able to really figure that out.
Yeah.
Because this isn't something you account for as a team. You don't account for a team just defying all odds.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
NRG must have felt like they had this in the bag. They
They were
were
that close,
one
that
round away.
close.
They had 6 championship points to close out.
You talk about the mentality taking a hit. God only knows how they bounce back from this, but Fnatic have shown them it's possible.
Forced up.
They're going for it. It's all in, baby. Ride or die on this round. And Kai gonna find the first, though. Already gonna be a nuisance. But Scuba with a great trade. Now, NRG gonna take that good space on the site, right? Get the plant down, find stability. Backline under threat by Alpha, but they should know of it now.
Crashies gonna look for potentially a tag here. Alpha very quickly on the flank. Everybody huddled in. 2 sight, 2 stingers in the hands of the NRG players. Som and Scuba have rifles though.
Not a lot of util to play with.
Scuba's waiting to pop his ult, yeah.
That secondly feels like that
They're all
timing's
caught.
right. There's not much to be done about it. That's what you gotta wait for now. Knife on top, this might be enough. This might be good, this could be 6. So close by though, NRG, don't take your eyes off the prize here. Don't take your eyes off the smoke either! Kron comes in, but surely they're now waning in numbers. They're not getting the entry they want. Raw, great damage, and NRG. That's what they needed, Mike. A reminder that they're competitive in this.
Absolutely.
It's been a drought of rounds.
Huge, huge upswing to force up with Fnatic being on 11. A roll of the dice, but it certainly pays off for them. Yeah, Brock is Hunter's Fury, obviously. Little Scuba investing into the previous. Fnatic only have the TP from Boaster. But a little bit of wiggle room here for NRG to maybe dig their heels in.
They could. Hayek though wants to break that in half, smash it into Marta, instantly trying to find some safety, popping out, going into that smoke, on with the test on the extremity, but NRG on red alert. They know there was a threat in middle. It has been quelled. They still have to re-clear a bit of the space. Crashies, good info on this.
Able to really find too much in the form of damage, so if you look at the health bars here. But NRG takes them a long time to deal with this wall in mid. Spike not committed just yet, so they're still probing, trying to gather some sort of information on either side of the map, to be honest with you. So they might collapse towards shore. So it'll be Alpha and Boaster once more tested. They faltered previously time and time again on this site hold.
30 seconds.
There's Boaster with a judge, doing his best Som impression.
Alpha taking Mana right out of the sky though. And they don't have easy access here. Do you forget that this could be a possibility? Bittersweet medicine given to Som, but a great trade for NRG. Still going to be able to get that plant on the site, get the time on their side. 3v3 now.
Clone sent through. Kayak. No, he's not got a bite on here, but Scuba's repositioned back towards Gen.
There.
Brock's a threat in this.
Yeah.
Scuba as well. This is really hard to clear. And that's why Scuba, sharp as hell, takes away Kayak. Just got Crashies. Trying to almost line of sight anyone. Double stack towards Hell, one towards main. Silently creeping closer. Ethan low. Great shot from Ethan. And now Chronicle, I think the time might be gone on this. They can simply put bodies to work if they have to. Maybe looking to make it as costly as possible, but Scuba, very well handled. Talk about resilience, Mike. NRG are finding what they need now.
That grit and determination
It's there.
starting to be displayed.
Yep.
Boaster a little ahead of himself in terms of trying to find an upgrade here. Could have maybe been gifted the second on the back of that judge. It will be Fnatic to call a timeout here. 11-7, the scoreline will be reset financially.
Yep.
Just a couple of orbs away from finding themselves a very comfortable ult cycle though, and potentially being back in control of this half.
That's the important thing, right? Is feeling how that momentum has shifted. And as much as we can give credit to Kayak, to Boaster, to the Fnatic side, because obviously that Abyss game was something to be remembered. But in this moment, you can't take that away from NRG either. Great timeout from them, coming back in with a great plan, finding stability up against, honestly, one of the hardest teams to handle as well. You don't get an easy game normally against them, that's just something that doesn't exist. But coming back in, finding what they need, getting people to believe again. Marta's having a quiet game here, quiet map, should I say, not game. But in his stead, you got Som, you got Scuba, Ethan, Brock, picking up that weight.
But just to note, it was a very different quiet map last time for Marta. He was getting slapped about by every member of Fnatic. It wasn't necessarily one person farming him. Talk about NRG having to consistently flip 4v5 situations. It was Fnatic that really played into their hands in that regard. I was talking about this coin flipping over and over again previously. Fnatic leaving nothing to chance this time around. Way more composed, a much better game plan overall.
It's way more competitive.
Yeah.
So I like seeing a test of NRG's depth. See what they're capable of. They made it this far. Not challenged in this way. Different arena. Fnatic this round. Frenzies, Sheriffs. Very light investment. Fnatic willing to show a little bit of leg towards middle, but just going to fall away from that.
Tuck himself in though. NRG with the same probe to try and deal with this wall in mid. Alright, still there. Still providing some level of comfort. You see again now Alpha trying to time his on the back of contact elsewhere. I think NRG might just be able to find their way into market. Yeah, Chronicle's going to fall here on the back of the spam. Got a wide open B site.
Yeah, that's really nicely handled actually. Really, really methodical. Try not to take too many risks. Approach cautiously. Might have heard a couple steps towards mid there, but honestly, to be expected at this point, you are going to get some pressure coming back in. So, plant's going to be in play. I'm on their side.
Another clean round here from NRG would be huge.
It's on track for it, right? You got 3 left. Make it just 2. Scuba silently doing some serious work for this team as well.
Again, yeah.
Okay, Crashies. Okay, what the hell?
Crashies like 2 seconds ahead of Scuba, apparently. Marder trying to hold on to
like
that.
That's the count shot.
Oh.
Ooh, hold up.
There's your villain. Certainly, certainly making a case for himself now.
I hope you can hear it at home, because we certainly can hear. We'd love to see
Enemy. NRG got themselves up to 8 now. Our resident gun buddy distributor.
Yeah, crazy. The cameraman caught him there to be fined by, obviously, Riot Games
Obviously.
themselves. Booing not allowed. 11 to 8, though we focus back up, fly back in play. Odin out for Boaster, but Marder instantly back to business. Wanted to be pacey about it, want to cut right through towards A. Deny this utility. Already got
Big ping though.
Huge info for Alpha.
Nobody dealt with the dart.
How? Just maybe comms, maybe all the chaos, but composure found for Fnatic.
Hunter's Fury here for Crashes as well, though.
It looks like he's
Apply
getting
further pressure. Ish being Kayak.
Oh!
What? Hang on, he didn't move out for free.
How the hell are they this lost? Crashes! Fighting Brock, it's 5 standing against the 2.
Marder 17 HP.
NRG looking so lost in this. I thought that pace was a sign of
it's hit
calm, but
both of them.
the paranoia is heaven sent. As Marder, that's what you get for shooting the body. Put right back down to play Scuba. Scuba, there's no way in hell you're doing it to him. Fnatic, Arta back in the round, getting up to 12. And I think they're shooting the body right back.
Karma. Strikes right back, you can see Alpha on his feet. Yeah, Ethan just caught completely off guard. I guess by the timing, the expectations,
Yeah.
Alpha over the top here, but the paranoia connecting on both of them.
Oh! How can you not love that man right now? How can you not enjoy it? Credit to Marder for giving it, but nice try, I guess. 12 to 8.
Look at the ultimates for Fnatic here.
Oh, God.
Everything but the Hunter's Fury.
The line. I have a challenger, Mike Scuba, who's been solid. Again, can't say how good he's been. Enough. Crashes almost has Brock there. Careful. Looks like it's going to be a cat play again.
Yeah, NRG sticking to their guns.
Oh,
Alpha
big
nearly hard
adjustment.
cleared it.
Marder
Marder's
wants
desperate
it.
to find it.
Oh, he wants it so bad. But Alpha's still alive. He gets out of there.
They're so hesitant.
Oh, the
Big kill for
fear.
Scuba potentially, but doesn't find it. Again, NRG have to reset. But walking towards both Chronicle and Boaster, and Alpha and Crashy's not too far away either. Alpha's got the res. Chronicle, a chance to potentially stop this from happening. Marder's gonna have to go huge with the Blade Storm here.
It's all on his shoulders to try and set the path forward. Oh, what a shot! Can't get any more though. Son flies in. Back and forth we go. Alpha, Crashies, Kayak. We've got Som, Brock, and Scuba on the other side. 17 seconds, the spike's not down. It's going to be pressured, but there is a back line threat on the way. Scuba with it all to do. He does the best he could, but it may not be enough. As Brock, iconic with the weapon, can do nothing.
It's all done.
But watch, we are going the distance. 13 to 8. Fnatic find salvation.